elements into education. That's what so far I have. Sorry, I just checked whether internet is on. So who invented gamification and when did it start? Nick Pilling, a computer programmer and investigative writer, coined the term gamification in 2002. The traditional classroom setup, has been long criticized for its passive learning experience and declining student engagement because it is very difficult to get students' attention, right? The grasping power is very, very low. Because of that, retention is very low. So the gamification, a dynamic approach, the principles of game design helps to students' engagement. It makes them, participate encouragingly, interestingly, and it motivates students to learn in a continuous manner. So educators are discovering innovative ways. Because of that reason, they introduced these gamification into non-game context. What is the neuroscience of gamification? Why is it, loved by all the students, even by adults? Why? It's gamification psychology is a field that studies the behavior of users in gamified system. What is the behavior? The brain releases dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter, when we achieve goals or receive rewards. This creates a positive feedback loop, reinforcing the desire to continue the activity. So whenever they play games, the appreciation, the start, the reward, when they move one level to another level, they feel good. Because of that reason, they want to continue that process. So this attitude helps students to learn in a better manner, right? It connects people on an emotional level. So recall is controlled by hippocampus. When we narrate stories, it is very easy for them to process than giving simple facts. Because of that, gamification, they learn everything like a story. So retention and recall is better in learning in this process. Game playing improves endorphin release. So it keeps the brain healthy. When the brain is healthy, naturally, their concentration will be better. So you can see what are the elements in the gamification, that points, badges, challenges, right? Levels and competition, milestones, avatars, so many things. So all these things are encouraging factors, motivating factors. It helps learning in an interesting manner. Students, naturally, when they move from one level to another level, they show interest, right? When they win badges, they want to grab more. When they get points, they want to get more points. Because of that factor, the learning is continuous. The process is self-directed. So what is the difference between game-based learning and gamification? Using games to beat learning outcomes. So in the traditional teaching, we use games to teach some lessons. Playing games, from the games, we arrive some lessons. But here, using games for the lessons. So that is the difference. Learning comes from playing the game. Here, applying game mechanics to non-game environment for encouragement. So when they play in the open area, they learn something, the teamwork, the other things. But here we are applying the game technique in the non-game environment for encouragement. It can be achieved using education-oriented games, usually as badges, awards, achievements. So for outside playing or traditional learning, when we use game, it can be derived that we have certain outcome-based games. Those games only apply to this kind of traditional teaching. Here, we can add badges, avatars, achievement, challenges in non-game setup to create interest to learn the subject in an easy manner. Promotes critical thinking and solving. Usually, these games, it gives critical thinking. It helps to improve their critical thinking, problem solving skills. Here, experience points can be used as substitute for traditional grades and may include simulations to let students to experience the education, can provide students with options. So these are the differences between game-based learning and gamification. So far, we know that what are the techniques to boost students' motivation and participation. I have listed out all those things. So far, we have discussed increasing motivation reigns supreme, the power of progress and achievement, a taste of healthy competition, personalization fosters engagement, fostering collaboration and social interaction, and embracing failure as a learning opportunity, because when they play games, going from one level to another level, sometimes it is not possible for them to clear in the first attempt, but they do multiple times. So they won't feel that they failed in the first attempt. So it embraces failure as a learning opportunity. Storytelling and narrative engagement, linking learning to real-world application, sustained engagement over time, fostering a lifelong learning mindset. These are the techniques we have been seeing, right, so far. So what are the other things we can include in that? Podcast and audio resources. Podcasts are digital audio files which can be distributed on the internet and easily downloaded for playing on any device, computer, phone, audio player. The word itself is a combination of iPod and broadcast. So these podcasts and audio resources can be used, right, using various LMS platforms available free of cost. I'll be take you to the platform shortly. So these are the podcasts and audio resources, how these can be used. And movies, TV shows, and documentaries in the target language offer learners an opportunity to explore the culture behind the language. That's why, when we read, especially when we read novels, we ask the students to watch the movie if the movie is based on particular novel. So they get, they understand things in a better manner. The retention is good. Artificial intelligence and language learning. AI-powered chatbots and language tutors provide learners with personalized feedback and practice. This is not, something we need to introduce students, because they know very well, better than us. They know how to use ChatGPT and other AI platforms to get, what they want to learn. So learners of all ages can harness the power of multimedia resources to embark on language learning journeys and explore new horizons. This is something we cultivated, lifelong learning.